What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Nintendo Land, and today we have to look and predict at what could be coming at this year's Game Awards from Nintendo. Now, if you don't know when the Game Awards are, it's not this Thursday, but next Thursday, so just over a week on December 10th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Then we will finally maybe get some reveals from Nintendo for the year 2020 officially in a live presentation. That kind of feels like a direct, but not really a direct. You know, we can have some type of live presentation somehow from Nintendo, and this is the only way we're going to get one, it seems like. But yes, the Game Awards is December 10th, and we don't know if Nintendo's going to be there or not. There has been no speculation or no thoughts or really no announcements or even teases from Nintendo stating that they could be at the Game Awards. So this is all just speculation and hoping at the moment. Well, with that said, we can just speculate and predict what Nintendo could show off. Now, we don't know for sure if the Game Awards is going to have anything from Nintendo. After all, last year Nintendo really didn't reveal anything, not even a Smash character, which was completely bizarre to not only me, but everybody else online. So there is that potential for Nintendo to not show up at all. They haven't showed up to really anything this year, so it doesn't surprise me if they wouldn't show up again. But at the same time, it does, because Nintendo's been extremely quiet, and we know nothing of 2021. The only thing that we know is another port, which is of Mario 3D World with an additional mode. And besides that, we don't even know anything about that additional mode. So we really know nothing new that's coming next year. So it's time to get us some games announced and some things to look forward to. And I have some things that I think Nintendo could show off, and this could potentially be their best Game Awards debut to date. Before we continue, guys, stop what you're doing and make sure that you're subbed to the channel. Sometimes YouTube is weird and it might unsub you and you may not even notice it because the videos just pop up in your feed. But make sure you have those post notifications turned on as well so you can stay up to date on any upcoming announcements from Nintendo. And also feel free to like the video if you enjoyed. It really helps a lot. Okay, the first thing that I want to talk about is the obvious one here in the room. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I feel like we almost have to get a character. Now, we didn't get one last year, I understand that, but still, it just feels right. We got Minecraft Steve, and it feels like the gap between then has been just about perfect. It's about time for another character reveal and a character drop right after. Like I said, my earlier predictions was that a character was going to be revealed at the Game Awards and drop the week after, with either a Sakurai presentation thing to talk about the character, but I'm very curious to see, what the character is going to be. I'm about 90% sure that there's going to be a Smash reveal, and I also think it's going to be a big third-party character that was saved for the event in the first place. Now, what character could this be? Well, thinking of big third-party characters that still are not in Smash Brothers, I was thinking about Crash Bandicoot, which is still obviously one that's in my mind. That leak is still in my mind with the two clocks resembling the two entropies. So I really had to see if that's a thing or if that was a leak at all from Sakurai. But any other third-party characters, anybody else that could be very big, it'd be a perfect time for Sora. Geno, not yet. I still think Geno's the very last character in the DLC, and I don't know, it's just been a thing of mine. But any other character, like I said, you have Sora, Doom Guy, Master Chief, but we'll see exactly who it is. I mean, Dante, you could go on and on for some more third-party characters that still aren't in Smash. It just shows you how many game icons are still left. But if I had to go with my gut, it's still going to be Crash Bandicoot. I think it's finally time. I think the Game Awards is a perfect time, and it's probably going to happen there. Next up, we have Samus herself, the big Metroid girl. Let's see something happen with Metroid. I think something's going to happen. This is the right event for that. We know that the Game Awards is kind of an older event, as, just more of a mature audience. And, Metroid's a perfect thing to show off. I don't think they've ever really showed off anything Metroid-related at the Game Awards. Now, the Game Awards is also full of just trailers of games that might not even come anywhere near the time it's shown off. So why not just show off something for Metroid Prime 4? It could be anything at this point. I think people would be excited just to see a development update, but they could also show off a slew of things, as we have tons of Metroid things rumored right now. But Metroid Prime Trilogy HD is still being rumored to come soon. We still have rumors of a 2D Metroid coming that's going to be, somewhere in the Fusion world. And there's just still a whole bunch of stuff Metroid related that we have to get. So I'm sure there's either remakes or something coming. So we're just going to have to wait. And I think one of those reveals can happen at the Game Awards. I don't know which one, though. If I had to put my money on something, it'd probably be the Prime Trilogy. But if I really had to think, I think they could show off something from Prime 4. Something has to be done. Some type of cutscene or battle fight or something has to be completed so they can show us. Now, the game's probably still not even halfway done, but I would expect there to be something done that they can hype up fans for and remind them, hey, this is still a game. Just still say it's in development since you had to restart. Give us that, kind of closure again. Let us see that the development process is working really well and give us something positive to look at right now. Next up, we have the complete opposite of what I just said, Kirby. So Kirby isn't really that nitty-gritty thing that's good for the Game Awards, I don't think. And do I ever think a Kirby game is going to get announced at the Game Awards? Probably not. But I just throw this in here because apparently there is a huge Kirby game coming next year. A big, maybe even big, huge 3D Kirby game coming next year. And I think this is something that Nintendo really needs to get out, really needs to excite people about, because Kirby games are always just good. I feel like they're good games for people that love Kirby and stuff, but I don't really know any of my friends with Switches that go out and buy Kirby because they don't see it as a huge AAA, game to them, even though it clearly is. They don't see that. They don't see it as the next big Mario Odyssey or Zelda Breath of the Wild, but this game sounds like it's going to be finally the next huge Kirby game that people are going to really want. So go ahead and show that off at the Game Awards. Get people excited, get people hyped, and I think this could be shown off a small trailer since normally Kirby games release in the spring. This could be the big spring game of next year. So I think they should show this game off somewhat, excite people. I don't think it's completely out of the realm of possibility. I don't think it's one of those properties like Mario where Nintendo would probably never show a brand new Mario game at the Game Awards, but, Kirby could definitely fit in there, and I think a big 3D Kirby game could definitely excite people, and that'd be one huge game to really look forward to for 2021, as we know nothing about the year yet. Now this one pains me to say because I want it to happen so bad and I just don't think it's going to happen. Right away I'm telling you guys I don't think this is happening, but it is something that I had to throw in here because it is a prediction after all. It is a possible guess that could be showing up from Nintendo. Based on the quietness around everything lately, this is a perfect time to kind of show this off. They just released Pikmin 3 Deluxe. Yes, you know where I'm going. They got the game out. It's a game that came out 7 years ago. I heard it really didn't sell well at all. It's time to announce that Pikmin 4. I know it's already in development. I know it's probably even done by now. It's time to announce it. It's time to finally show it off amongst all these fans, and I can just see people going crazy. Finally, Pikmin 4 is announced. After all of those years, it finally has come to fruition. And people would go crazy. It would probably even break the internet just because it's been so long. It's been over 7 years. So it's time. It's time, Nintendo. Reveal Pikmin 4. Show off Pikmin 4. I'm sure it's going to be a gigantic world. Almost even borderline open world for, Olimar, Alf, whoever is the playable character this time around. It's going to be huge. There's going to be new Pikmin. There's going to be new regions. It's just going to be just kind of traverse this giant environment, this giant open world, gigantic enemies, crazy enemies, new enemies, old enemies alike. Amazing art style. It's just going to be great, and it's going to excite people. This is my wild prediction, okay? Let me dream, because this would be amazing. Let me have my moment. This is going to happen. God, please let it happen. But all of those are my serious predictions. I don't think there's going to be anything else unless there's maybe a Mario sports game. I've been hearing some recent rumors of that, but I don't even know if that's big enough to be at the Game Awards. That might just be something Nintendo drops on their own on Twitter, but we're just going to have to wait and see. But of course, I have to finish off with the big stuff, Zelda. We are probably for sure going to get something Zelda related. And I think everybody's hearts are finally set on The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2, or whatever the sequel is going to be called. We only got one gameplay trailer, I don't even know if it was really gameplay or just like a cutscene trailer of like a minute of the game. And this was a while ago, over a year ago. And I think it's even been longer than that now. But it's been a very long time since we've gotten the initial trailer. And, Aonuma and the Zelda team did confirm during the Age of Calamity announcement that the team's still hard at work on making the map more expansive and better than ever. So I think he said that like announcements would be coming, in the future. So I'm sure this is the future. This is after that. So it's time. Show us something about this game. Give us a trailer. The Game Awards seems to be the place for Zelda, as we gotten, I think, the official first look at Breath of the Wild in the beginning, and we also got some DLC announcements from the game, and I think there was even another time where they showed off Breath of the Wild some more. But yes, Zelda has been at the Game Awards time and time again, and this is going to be no exception. We're going to get Breath of the Wild 2 in some shape, in some form, to get us excited, and it's probably going to say like holiday 2021 when this drops, which gives us, the rest of 2021 to get more information about it. So this is all we need. Just give us some type of hope that 2021 is going to be better than 2020, and this is the perfect way to kind of start that off. But anything else Zelda related, they might touch on some of the stuff that's happening for the anniversary. I don't think so. I think it's going to be, all tied to its own director, something like they did with Mario. So probably nothing there. And the only other thing that they could probably do is DLC. We know they also do DLC at the Game Awards a lot of the time. Smash DLC, Breath of the Wild DLC with that expansion pack. And what could they do? Well, Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity DLC. DLC. They could do maybe like little DLC packs announcement or something where you could play as the characters that you don't get to play as, which I'm not going to spoil, but there are characters that you cannot play as right now that kind of surprised me in the game, and maybe they have their own little stories and stuff, so we're going to have to wait and see if there's going to be any DLC regarding that. But there's definitely going to be room for some, and I can see them doing that. It's probably not going to excite people as much as obviously Breath of the Wild 2, but I do think we're going to get something Zelda related for sure. But those are my predictions. I think without a doubt we get a Smash character and then something from Zelda. Everything else is maybe, but we're just going to have to wait and see what's up with Nintendo and what they decide to do. But I think those are almost for sure going to happen just based on how I feel right now. That's it. There's no rumors or leaks about the Game Awards this year. It's all just speculation and prediction. But let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. Do these sound like games that could be revealed at the Game Awards? Are you guys excited about the Game Awards, or kind of just like, after last year and kind of heartbroken after Nintendo showed nothing? I don't think there's going to be 2 years of Game Awards where Nintendo shows nothing, but who knows, Nintendo is a weird company right now, so anything goes. But let me know in the comments down below, guys, what you think, and like always, stay tuned here on Nintendo Land, like and subscribe to the video to stay up to date on all things Nintendo, and I will see you guys all on the next one. See ya, guys.